Welcome to Mondays with Dale. That was a name that was given to this call quite a few months ago by one of the affiliates, and it just kind of stuck. So welcome, and depending on what religion you are or affiliation you are, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever fits your specific beliefs. I just want to wish you a wonderful time between now and the first of the year, and I hope you're able to enjoy things with your family and enjoy whatever you celebrate. So again, welcome. My name is Dale Franklin, and I've been doing these now for about almost a year and a half, I think. Why do I do this call? Well, for the first thing is to do well in network marketing is my belief that you have to have a support group. You have to have a family. You have to have people that you can reach out to when, number one, you have questions. Number two, when you are maybe down because you had a bad day. I've never tried to hide the fact that network marketing is tough like anything else. That if you want to be good at it, you want to succeed at it, it's work. And you're going to, because it has to do with talking to other people and sales and building teams, you're going to get people that are going to badmouth. You're going to have people that say that they don't believe in what you're doing. You're going to get all the stuff that people get in almost every other sales type business too. And you have to have a support group to handle that. And that's what I hope that you take away from this call, is the fact that every Monday you have a chance to come on here, learn from different people. I usually have somebody that I interview, although I'm not going to have one today. I've interviewed some phenomenal leaders, phenomenal people throughout our industry, throughout our team, and they have given us so much of their wisdom on how they built and how they succeeded. So again, support is the important thing. So I'm trying to build a family here, trying to build that type of atmosphere. I want you to stay up to date, okay, and totally informed. This business changes so quickly, especially My Daily Choice, because we are growing so quickly and we are adding so many product lines. And there's always seems to be a special going on or a new product line being introduced, that if you're not connected to something like this that can keep you up to date, then you're falling behind. So again, we try to keep you informed. We're trying to keep you up to date. And then the last thing is, which kind of encompasses what we already talked about, constant communication. You have to have a place you can reach out to, a place that shows you all the different places you can go to get the help you need. So to address communication a little bit more thoroughly, a couple things I do each week is, first of all, I give you out my personal phone number. Okay, this is a phone number that you can use on just calling me. You can use it on, you can get me on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Viber, and the number is the +1 802-343-9075. Again, that's the +1 802-343-9075. I also want you to have access to my Facebook page, so you can reach out to me on Messenger if you want. And my Facebook address is facebook.com/Dale Franklin.378. That's Dale Franklin.378. So again, I've given you several ways that you can reach out to me. I'm going to now show you another thing that you can do. I'm going to share my screen here. And you can come to, I forgot to put it up here this time. This is a website that one of my affiliates and friends, Barb DeZettis, made for me. The reason I show you this, I mean, there's a lot of information here. You can look through and you can see what we do. You can go to our opportunity blog. You can go to our Who is Dale and learn a little bit more about me. But the important thing here is connections. Okay. This is a place where you can take your teams, or you can just go, if you feel uncomfortable taking your teams, your people to somebody else's website, then you're more than welcome to come on here and just take the information and run with it. Okay. But here you can come in, you can subscribe to my email list so that when we start doing newsletters and things like that, you're going to be able to be you're going to have access to them. You can connect with me on Telegram. If you've never been on Telegram before, you can just go over here and click on this, and you can download the Telegram and be accessible to it. If you want to subscribe to my network Telegram channel, you can just click here and it'll bring you right to me. Same thing with connect on WhatsApp. You click on that, it'll take you to the WhatsApp, my WhatsApp page. You can subscribe on YouTube, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in just a few minutes. We got to get rid of this because we have connected on WhatsApp twice for some reason. You can friend me on Facebook just by clicking here. You can join some Facebook groups with people from other teams that I'm part of that can help you. There's the Win Network. The Win Network is Chris Robinson, who is the #1, very first distributor in this company. That's his network. So it has a tremendous amount of people on it. So you can go on that network and learn a lot about things. You can go to the Win testimonials, where there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials about our products and how well they work. When you're trying to impress somebody about the quality of our products, about how well they work, there's nothing that works better than testimonials from people who are probably, the reason they took the time to do a testimonial is because they may have pain, they may have had a sleep issue, they may have had anxiety, whatever they had. If our products help them, it usually creates an emotional response. Okay. They are so happy they're no longer in pain. They're so happy they can now sleep through the night. And so when they do a testimonial, it is a strong testimonial, and it's a heartfelt testimonial, and it would be very valuable for you to go on there and get these for when your customers or your prospects are asking for a little more information. Then Team We is Chris Bailey, his team. Chris Bailey does opportunity presentation for the African market on every Tuesday and Thursday. So you should get to know him. His team is primarily out of Washington, D.C. and the Virginia, Maryland area. But he now lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is proof that you can build this business anywhere and live where you want to live. He's always wanted to live in that area of the world. And because he's working with us in this type of a business, he can move there. He can move there and build a team there and still be working with his teams around the world using Zoom and all the other ways to connect. So, well, that's that. There's also, of course, when you go on the WhatsApp groups or the Telegram groups, we can set you up with different groups on those where you can connect. You can ask questions. There's always people on there. So if you have a question, you ask it, somebody's probably going to respond to you fairly quickly. And there's a lot of training that goes on, a lot of videos that get put on there. So a lot of places for you to learn. So again, as you can see what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to connect you as many different ways as possible so you can have access to as many ways as possible to learn and earn. You see here the Zoom meetings. Obviously, we have the one we're doing right now, Dale, Mondays with Dale, but we also have, granted, in Africa, you'd have to be up pretty early in the morning to watch some of these, but we have the Win Network training every Monday. That would be, again, at 5 a.m. Kenya and Tanzania time. Then we have Tuesday, we have Chris's opportunity presentation, and you can see what we did here. We put down where all you have to do is click and it'll take you right to it, or there's the ID number, there's the password. Everything you need to get on these calls is on here. Now, I want to go back up here to subscribe on YouTube. If you click on that, it's going to take you right here, which has all the videos like this one that I have done. So this is the library of everything I've done. And guys, if you're new to the business, or even if you're building a team, everything you need to build is right here. There's plenty of back office training. There's interviews by a tremendous amount of leaders. There's relationship mapping, which is telling you how to build a team using your connections on Facebook. There's all kinds of training, and we do it in several different languages. You have it in like this training here. We also have it in Ukrainian. In Swahili, you'll see the subtitles along the bottom in those languages. So in Russian, we're adding Spanish. So again, there's a tremendous amount of information here. If you're looking for a presentation to show somebody, there's Chris Bailey's presentation from back in June. I think there's another. Here's one with French subtitles. So again, everything you would need to build your team. And if you go here to playlists, it breaks it down by categories. So you have everything with French, all the Mondays with Dale, all my guest appearances, the Ukrainian subtitles, the Swahili subtitles. So everything is right there. And all you have to do is go on here. You can, as I said, you can bring your people to these and show them where everything is, or you can just copy and paste and use what you want to use somewhere else. So as you can see, it just goes on and on and on. There's a tremendous amount of information here. So I'm going to drop out of that now. And I'm going to switch over here to, bear with me one second. I'm going to switch completely out of this for a second here. So anyway, I hope that helps clarify some things. Also, not only do we do all this, but Jody Levanway, who's on this call right now, she does sends out on some of the Telegram groups, some of the WhatsApp groups. She sends out every night for the following day a list of what's going on. So if there's a corporate meeting coming up, or maybe the owner of the company, Josh, is going to be doing a call, a monthly update call, or some sort of a special or whatever, those are going to be on there. So every night she's going to send that out, and you're going to know what's going on the following day. Okay, so we're trying to give you every bit of information, every bit of power you could possibly have to build this business. So that's that. And then just a couple more things about meetings. You know, we have all the meetings that I mentioned, but that's not just it, guys. If you have somebody you want to do a presentation for on a one-on-one, you, me, and the prospect, let me know, and we can do those. If you don't particularly like the way I do it, you like the way Chris Bailey does it, or maybe Chris Robinson or Jermaine Johnson or whoever, just tell us who you'd like to do a presentation for you, and we'll get it set up for you. You just need to give us a couple days notice so we can schedule it into our busy schedules. So again, we can do that through Zoom. We can do that through the phone. We can do it through, I've done these on voice messages back and forth on WhatsApp. So there's so many ways that we can connect with you and connect with your people. If you have somebody you've talked to who's maybe already a network marketer in another company, don't try to close them yourself. Get them in front of one of us leaders, and we will sit down with them, and we know how to talk to people who are thinking about leaving one company to come to another. We can do that for you. So, and keep in mind that with the pandemic, a lot of network marketing companies have failed in the last year or so. A lot have become very weak. And so there's a lot of network marketers looking for a new home. During the pandemic, our company not only maintained volume, we increased volume, we increased the size of our company. So we're growing during a pandemic. Think what we're going to do when the pandemic starts easing up. So that's, again, there's so many ways that we can help you. Just got to reach out to us and ask us, and let us do this for you. If you want to have a grand opening and invite 20, 30 people to a Zoom call and have us do a presentation for all of them, we'll be glad to do that. So again, we're doing all the heavy lifting. All you have to do is invite. A couple other quick things. We have meetings on usually the first Saturday of every month. We have a Super Saturday. It's 90 minutes long, usually has 4 to 5 speakers. Phenomenal training. You're getting a lot of training from a lot of different people. So it's fast paced, it's informative, and I've never had anybody say that they felt bored, because you're just getting constantly bombarded by different personalities that are giving you information. So if you didn't like one person's talk, well, wait 10 minutes, there's going to be another one coming right down the road. So again, hope you can make those. I think those are one of the most valuable things we do for our team. And then just a real quick comment. We have a mastermind coming up in March. it would be in the United States. People are going to be that qualify are going to be able, on March 24th through the 26th, are going to be able to come and basically rub shoulders with all the leaders in our company. All you have to have done is become a 25K affiliate, which I'm not trying to trivialize. That's a lot of work. But if you can become a 25K affiliate, and while doing that, you can maintain 500 BV of personal volume, or you can train one of your people as you're becoming 25K to become a 10K, you're going to qualify. If you qualify in Africa, you're going to get $1,000 towards a flight to the mastermind. When you get there, your room, your food, everything is going to be covered for you, and you're going to be able to listen to the training from our top people and see how people are succeeding. If you want to know how to succeed in this business, the best thing to do is sit around a lunch or dinner table with people who have already made it and just listen to what they have to say. So again, that's all the updates for now. Today is about question and answers. Okay. If you have questions, if you could type them in the chat, that'd be great. I'm going to address two right off the bat that we've had a lot of questions on, and I just want to try to bring people up to date. If you for some reason you can't do the chat, I think if you punch in on the screen with one of the emojis with a hand raised, we'll try to unmute you, and so you can ask a question that way too. So to start with, the one question people have been asking me a lot about lately is rank, and how to become a 1K affiliate. So let me share my screen one more time. And we're going to go to compensation plan. And I'm going to try to break this down very, very quickly. I'm going to be talking about three things today. I'm going to be talking about overall rank. I'm going to be talking about binary commission. I'm going to be talking about leadership check match. And I want you guys to see the difference in what each one of those does for you as far as making money. Okay. First thing, let's talk about the first three ranks. Once you come in, you either come in as an affiliate, a builder, a director, or an executive. Okay. What our goal is always is to get you to the 1K affiliate, and from 1K, train you on how to help 5 other people that become a 5K. So here's the things I want you to understand. And first, and we're going to do this very quickly, but we're going to try to do it very in depth. The first thing is people get confused about personal volume. Okay. To become a 1K affiliate, you need 90 personal volume. Now that's different from business volume. I'm going to come down to terms and explain it to you. Personal volume refers to the volume generated either from retail customers, and remember that word retail customers, or from personal purchases within the calendar month. Okay. Now, what did I say when I said retail customers? If you have a customer that comes in and buys product from your website and just doesn't want to have an auto ship, just wants to buy it once, they're going to pay the higher price, and that becomes a retail customer. So for you to have 90 PV, you need to buy at least some product for your own personal use, and you need to and either you buy a total of 40 BV worth of product for your own personal use, or maybe you buy 40 for yourself and you sell a customer something that's worth 50 PV. Okay, so remember that retail customer, that's what we're talking about when we talk about personal volume. Okay, so you have to be a 1K affiliate, you have to have 90 PV. You also have to have an overall tree volume of 1,000 BV, business volume. Now, what's business volume? Business volume refers to the volume generated from preferred customers and affiliate product purchases. In other words, these are preferred customers or people that decide they just want to be a customer. They don't want to be an affiliate, but they are willing to buy. They saw a product that they've been using. They like it. They are using it on a regular basis, and so they put in a standing order to have that product come in every month. Okay, so that creates them with an auto ship. By having an auto ship, they're now a preferred customer, and they count towards business volume. Okay, so remember that. An affiliate obviously is basically anybody who's come in and joined who wants to start building a business. So those are the two things that count towards business volume. So again, for the 1K, you have 90 PV, you have 1,000 business volume. You have to have at least 3 people who are doing at least 90 business volume. Okay. Now those can be customers or those can be affiliates. So you could have a customer that is buying each month on an auto ship, and they're doing 90 BV. That counts. It could be affiliates that you just signed up and bought a director's pack and had 100 BV. So that now they're qualified. Or it might be an affiliate who is already an affiliate and has a 90 BV for his auto ship, or he's got 40 BV auto ship and he's got a retail customer that's doing 50 BV. So again, you can see there's many ways to do it. Your own personal volume does not count as one of those 3. So just keep that in mind. And then the last thing that people really struggle with is the leg rule. Okay. Leg rule says that you cannot have more. Let me come down here and read it just the way it says. Leg rule means that no more than 50% of an affiliate's total enrollment tree volume can count from any single enrollment tree leg. For example, a 5K affiliate can only count 2,500 BV from each enrollment leg. Each personally enrolled preferred customer and affiliate opened up a new enrollment tree leg. So again, if you signed up 3 people and one of them was 90 BV and another one was 90 BV, and then the other one was the balance, the 820 BV, you're not going to qualify for 1K. You've got 1K worth of volume, but you have over 50% of it in one of your legs. So again, that's the difference. That's why I've had several people that reached 1K but didn't qualify for 1K because they basically got lucky and they signed up one person who really went crazy with the business. And maybe that person actually did become a 1K affiliate, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to be one, because it's the way that the plan is set up. You have to have at least, basically you have to have three people with 90 BV, but one of them could have 90 BV and then the rest of the 910 BV could be split up between the other 2, as long as one hasn't got more than 50%. Now, when you get to these, obviously you're going to qualify for bonuses. Okay. Now let me see it pulled up here. Here's what happens when we first started out on this. It used to be 5K to all the way to master affiliate, and then they added the 1K affiliate, and then they actually did one more favor for us. For the 1K affiliate, you only have to achieve the rank of 1K one time. And every time you do it after that, you're going to receive $100 bonus in your monthly commission. Okay. On 5K and 10K, if you reach those, and in the first time you reach it, you're going to qualify for $125 for the 5K and $250 for the 10K. And each month you'll get that you maintain it, you'll get some more of that bonus. So you'll get the total of the $500 or $1,000. But you have to do that basically within a 4-month period. In other words, you can, if you do it 3 months in a row, you're great. If you do it 2 months, miss a month, you have to do it the next month to get it to do it in 4 months, or you lose your rank. Once you get above 10K, then from 25K on up, you have to do it. Once you do it, you have to maintain it for 3 consecutive months to get the rank bonus. So I hope that helps on that. Now, a couple quick things I want to talk about on this too is on the binary. Let me see if I get the binary here. Oh, I gotta go the other way. Just so people understand, on the binary, on your binary commission, okay, you get paid on your lesser leg, and there's certain rules on the binary commission, and I want to explain this versus check match. How to qualify. To qualify for binary commissions, affiliates must have a total of 20 personal volume, 90 bonus volume. in personally enrolled volume on the left leg, and the same on the right leg. Okay. Additionally, you must have a minimum of 300 business volume on the lesser leg. So you got to have at least 300 business volume in each leg. This is to qualify for binary. Okay. If you don't qualify, the volume will stay there until you do, as long as you stay active, so that it doesn't wipe itself out. The reason I'm running over this one really quickly is because, okay, this one requires quite a lot of work to qualify for. But when people build their binary or build their team, if they as their binaries grow, they're going to get a leadership check match. And the beautiful thing about leadership check match, the easiest way to explain it is explain what happened. Now, Jenna Zweigel, who is the wife of the owner, well, she's one of the owners of the company now. She originally was a distributor, and then she married Josh, who was the owner. She had a guy who signed her up, and he basically, she grew, but she didn't grow really quickly to begin with. And he got discouraged and he moved on to another company. Okay. All you have to have in this company to achieve leadership check match is one person. If that one person went on to become a superstar like Jenna did, you can make incredible money. If that gentleman who had enrolled her had stayed, he would have made in the last full year, he would have made over $3 million just in check match off of her binary. Okay. But he didn't, he left, he went somewhere else, and he must be kicking himself now. But what I'm trying to explain here is, yes, to make ranks is one thing, and to create a binary commission is another thing. And both of those require a tremendous amount of work. Whereas a check match is kind of one of those things that can be pure luck. If you got in this business and you signed just one person, and that one person went on to become fabulously successful at this, you could make tremendous amount of money. Is that the way to build a business? No, but that's the way you could build this business and make money. So just keep in mind, there's many ways to build this business, and rank certainly helps, because rank allows you to get make more money deeper and deeper into your generations. But the bottom line is, even if you only signed one person and you allowed that person to blossom, there's a possibility you can make a lot of money just off of one. So the thing here is never give up, never quit, and just know that there's many ways to make money with this type of system. Let me just go back to stop share for a second so I can see if there's any questions. Can one apply for a CoinZoom card out of the US? I am in Kenya. I don't, no, at the present time, you can't. They, again, I'm not an expert on CoinZoom by any means, but you won't actually have the card, but you can still do everything that the CoinZoom does. You just won't have the card, and you won't have that credit card. Let me see here. Let me just go through. Okay, that's all for questions so far. Guys, don't be afraid to put some questions in there, or if anybody wants to raise their hand, I can take a look at that. Let's see if there's anybody raising their hands. Not at the moment. Okay, well then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit. I hope that made sense. The comp plan is not easy. I mean, I spent several months when I first got into this business reading it over and over again, several times a week, to make sure I understood it. And even though I understand it, sometimes it's hard to explain it. But the big thing is, I wanted people to understand about the 1K and what you have to do to qualify for 1K, and the difference between personal volume and business volume, and how that all works. So the next thing, I've been asked to talk about expanding into other countries. I'm used to doing this. I'm in a lot of different countries. I'm in a lot of countries in Africa right now. In fact, I'm developing right now. Besides Kenya and South Africa and all that, I am in the process of developing and opening offices in Uganda, Goma in the DRC, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, I'm working with teams that we hope they're going to be coming on very soon from Namibia, from Botswana, from Angola. So a lot of things going on that I'm really excited about. And these are all things that I think are going to come to fruition here in the next 60 days. So I'm very excited about what's going on. People, I often think about speaking to people from I'm in the US and I'm expanding to other countries, but I guess I've never taken the time to say, okay, you're in Kenya or you're in South Africa and you want to expand into other countries. So let me just kind of, I took the training that I took for teaching people in the US and I just kind of switched it around. So we could do it in kind of reverse. Expansion, the best way I think for expansion to another country is by using people who have already immigrated from that country into your country. In the United States, we have immigrants from all over the world, but I noticed when I travel to other places, it's the same thing. I've been in Nigeria. I'm sorry, I have been in Nigeria, but I've been in Kenya many times, and I'm always amazed at how many Asians are in Kenya, how many Europeans are in Kenya. And so the way I would approach this kind of growth outside your country is, number one, first of all, pick a country that and have a reason for picking it. Pick one country to start. Have a reason for picking it. Maybe Apollo is one of my people on here. He lives in Uganda. He has family in Tanzania. He has friends in Kenya. So basically, we're able to. He also has family, I believe, in the DRC. So again, pick a country to start with that maybe you have a relative that's from there, or maybe a really good friend. Or if you don't want to go that way, pick a place that you always want to visit. Okay. If you always wanted to go to someplace in Europe and you have some sort of contact there, then choose that. But have kind of an emotional connection to what you want to do. Okay. And then what I would do, the way I've worked this that works the best, is if you have people from that country in your country. Let's pick Ukraine. Because we are in Ukraine and Ukraine is just starting to kick off. Say that, and I know that a lot of African countries have sent people from their country to get an education, a college education in Ukraine. So there may be connections there. So let's just use that for an example. So maybe there's a few Ukrainians that have immigrated to Kenya. So you reach out to that immigrant group, and you just start a conversation. And when you say, well, how do I get to those groups? If you go on Facebook and punch up groups, you'll be amazed how many groups are out there. If you just pull up Ukrainian immigrants in Kenya, or Ukrainians in Nairobi, or something like that, there's a good chance something's going to pop up. You just kind of use your imagination, come up with different types of groups, and you come up with a group. And so now you have some Ukrainians that live in Kenya, and you reach out to that group and introduce yourself and just start chatting on their group. Eventually, some people will respond to you, and you build a rapport. Okay, don't try to sign people up and sell people out the bat. Build friendships. Take some time. Be patient. If you start a conversation and talk about their families, and they talk about your families and everything, eventually it's going to come around. They're going to ask you what you do. And when they ask you what to do, they've opened it up. So you tell them what you're doing. If they show an interest, then great. If they don't show an interest, then maybe then it's time you've built a friendship with them. Ask them, who do they know? Who do they know that might be interested, either in that immigrant group or in the country that you're talking about? Okay. Now, why does this benefit you by doing it this way? Well, for one thing, if you're trying to go into a country that you don't understand the culture, it's maybe that would be a case. That's why I picked Ukraine rather than just picking a country next door to you. Maybe you don't understand the culture. Maybe you don't understand the language. maybe you just don't have the credibility to do that, to just kind of walk in there and do it. But if you built friendships with people in an immigrant group in your country, from that country, think of all the benefits you have. They're speaking a language that you understand because they're trying to assimilate themselves into your country, but they still speak the language from their home country. They still understand all the culture of their country. They are already credible with people in their country. Okay, so you sign them up, and they decide they want to enroll, and they enroll, and then you work through them, through the language barrier, through the culture barrier, everything, to go and open up to start a business in that other country. Or if they're not interested, maybe they refer you to somebody else in that immigrant group that will be interested, or they refer you to somebody in the country you're talking about who maybe not only they're working with them because they not only speak they're Ukrainian in this case, but they also speak English or Swahili or whatever you're speaking, so that you can have a conversation with them. So in other words, you've broken down many of the barriers by starting with immigrant groups that are in your country. They can do the same thing with if you're in Kenya and you want to build in Uganda or Tanzania or any of the East African countries. You can just reach out to them through people okay? Or you can go on Facebook and you can put out some sort of a post that goes something to the fact of, I'm so excited. Our company, who's super successful, is building all over the world, has just decided to open an office in Uganda. And I can't wait to be helping people over there succeed the way we have in Kenya, and just post that on Facebook and see who responds. And just start the conversation up. Don't go right in for the kill right off the bat. Build trust, build credibility, answer questions, get them to watch an opportunity video, get them to come on, go to a video that like Chris Bailey is going to be doing his opportunity presentations on Tuesdays and Thursdays for African market. Get them to go to one of those. Just become an inviter. Invite them the same way you did in your own country, and build that rapport, and then just go from there. Tell you a real quick story. When I first got in network marketing, I got in, and 2 days later, I called a friend of mine who used to work for me. I got him to come down. He watched a video with me. He joined. 2 days later, he got his next door neighbor to join. A few days later, he got his son-in-law to join. His son-in-law met a guy at a wedding, and that guy, and they got to talking, became friends. He asked him what he did for a living. He told him about the network marketing, and that guy joined. He had friends in South Africa. The friend in South Africa had a brother-in-law in the United Kingdom. He had an old girlfriend in Belgium who had a boyfriend in France. And that's how in a very short period of time, in less than 30 days, I was in multiple countries. And that's what really got me fired up about building in more countries. Will that happen for everybody? No, of course it won't. But the bottom line is it could. So I hope that helps a little bit as far as expanding into other countries. It's one thing I do want to show you there, and I want to just show you real quick on a share screen again. We're going to go here to, let's see, right here, international countries. One thing I suggest you don't try to do too much in a country that our company is not officially in yet. Okay, it's just a lot of work. I've done it. I'm doing it. But the bottom line is, it is a tremendous amount of work, a tremendous amount of responsibility, and there's enough countries that we're in so that you don't have to. You can come here where it says international. How you get to there? You go to tools, and you click down here to international expansion, and it'll bring you right to this page. Now, here is all the countries that we have something going on in. Okay, so you can scroll down and see all the stuff that we have access to. You can click on one, and And well, let's click on Colombia, just for heck of it. And that tells you everything that we sell in Colombia. Okay. Now, if we scroll down to, let's scroll down to Kenya. You scroll down to Kenya and click on Kenya. Here again, it tells us what we can sell in Kenya. But as you scroll down the bottom, whoa, look, it turns out we have an office in Kenya. So any country that we have an office in, you're going to see this down at the bottom. It's going to talk about where it is. You know, obviously, all of you know, I've probably been to the Rouhani House if you're from Kenya. Beautiful, beautiful office. I've been there many times. And over here, it tells you who the country manager is. In fact, he's on this call right now. Cyrus is not only a country manager, he's kind of a regional manager now, but there's his connection email, his phone number. So when you decide to build in a country that has an office already, you can either reach out to them or you can reach out to me or one of the leaders, and we can help connect you with them. And you can schedule a time to go to the office, see what the office is like. If you've got people that are interested in that office, if you're in another country and you're trying to open something in the country we have an office in, you can make arrangements for them to go visit the office and meet with the country manager, and they can show you around. So again, it creates credibility. So then you can go that next step and sign people up. So I hope this all makes sense to you. There's so much more I could do as far as international growth, but I'm going to try to keep it simple today. I'm just going to take a minute here and look through what if there's any other questions. Somebody wrote here, yeah, Phil wrote, the big money is in check match and binary, and he's absolutely right. I should address that a little bit. If you're just chasing jump starts, if you're just trying to sign people up to get the jump start bonus, and you're not, you know, you're leaving so much on the table. There are a lot of people in Africa, a lot of people around the world that do this. They do just their jump start. They don't care about their teams. They just sign them up, get their jump starts. And when they run out of people to talk to, they move on to the next company. That's so short-sighted, guys. This business is all about building a network, building a team of customers and affiliates that you can make, that are all working in connection with each other, so that we can not only make money for ourselves, but make money for them. You've heard me say this so many times. If you spend all your time helping other people succeed in this business, you will succeed beyond your wildest imaginations. Focus on your teams, not on yourself. The only time I ever look at my volume is near the end of the month, the last 3 or 4 days, because I'm as competitive as anybody else. And if I'm close to another rank, I'm going to work my butt off to try to make it. Okay. But again, I don't spend a lot of time worrying about me. I don't worry. In fact, I do a lot of people where I sign people up. I don't take the jump start. I turn them over to one of my people so they can make the money. Okay. The key to making a strong business is to forego a lot of the jumpstart bonuses by putting people under other people in your team, so they can see that they're making an income, so they can see the value of what we're doing. And because of that, they'll stay in, they'll stay excited about the business, and they will build. So to me, jumpstart is more of something I gift to people rather than take for myself. Now, at the very beginning, when you first sign your first few people, I can understand you want to prove to yourself that you can make money. But if you're looking for a long-term legacy income that goes on for years and years and years to come and can help you, your children, maybe your grandchildren yet unborn, then you need to focus on the binary, focus on the check match, and focus on building as high a rank as possible, so you can go as deep into your group as possible to make the money. So just see what else. I don't see any other questions. Cyrus, I see you're on here, and I'd love you to just say hi and just kind of give us a quick little update on what's going on. Would you mind coming on and giving us a few minutes?
I don't mind. How is everybody doing?
Doing great. So good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you before Christmas. I said, hey, let me hop up here. And maybe this is the one call that we're going to have before Christmas. We are fine in Kenya. And I know tomorrow I'm meeting Liz and Joshua and the team. We always have a big gathering on Tuesday at Rehani House. And maybe my message to everybody is to really make sure that we are making use of the big training room that you mentioned. Not many companies have got such a training room. Not many companies in network marketing can afford that kind of space. So you see, unfortunately, we had to change the way we are doing our operations in South Africa. And it's because of having a big office, but where there was no activity going on in the office. So I think what we need to ask ourselves a few questions. What would it require to us for us to be getting numbers? One is inviting. I believe we had that sense of urgency in inviting as many people as possible to our meetings. And if we can resume that for 2022, we can make sure that Kenya is the leading star of Africa. So we are holding meetings on Tuesday, but my message is, what about the other days? There are still so many people in Nairobi, 3 to 5 million people in Nairobi who are looking for opportunities. It's so sad that as we end the year, so many companies, so many banks, the airlines are making people redundant. Others are being told to go on forced leave. So we've got an option. I think our business is recession proof. While other people are talking about COVID, other people talking about the economy, I think we have an opportunity where people will still need our products. People still need our CBD. People still need our opportunity where they can do it as a side hustle, not necessarily living their full-time jobs until a time comes when their commissions are much higher than their salary. So my message is that if we can go back to that mode of inviting people to just come have a look at the opportunity, let us do the presentations for them, but let them come and just have a look. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. That's what we say. So that's my message number one. The second one, I want to take this opportunity to thank the Kenyan leadership. They have shown the whole world that despite other people leaving the company, despite other people having negatives in them, they have stood the test of time. Liz and her team has really kept us going, mobilizing people. They don't have to wait for the company to announce the event. They have an event in Thika on Monday. They have an event in Rongai on Wednesday. In Karatina, Liz is going there. So I believe if anybody wants to get to the top, they just need to follow those ideas that those leaders are doing. So thank you so much, leaders, for being there for us. We are there to support you. Like we say in our business, we are partners, and we can only give you the biggest support that you would like to have. Now, on South Africa, I know there are questions that come up, and maybe I can see my friend here, my old-time friend here. I saw him here, Warwick Gusen. How are you? Habari yako? I know you used to live in Arusha at one time, and we used to communicate more often. What we are doing is that we are not in any way withdrawing any products from South Africa. We are working through what we call a 3PL. That's a third-party logistics company. It happens that in MDC, they are doing that in Russia, in Europe, where there's no office, but there is a third-party company that is able to supply the affiliates even much better than maybe that was happening before. So we've gotten a company called Renas. It's a German company with over 200 offices around the world. So they're experts in logistics. So the order will be processed, like as you've been doing, make the payment. We in the Nairobi office will be able to see all the orders that have been done. We will pull up the orders every morning and give them to Renas, and they will do the distribution. If there are any issues, queries, our very able customer service team will be able to answer any delays that are happening. Of course, definitely, it does mean that if we get back the leadership, if we just get more leaders on the ground, definitely an office can open. Sorry, there's a bug going around Nairobi. It's almost hitting me, but I won't. I've got my CBD here. So the team from South Africa, we just want to reassure you that we have put everything in place. Tomorrow, I'm going through what we call a standard operating procedure with the company, which I'll be able to hand over to everybody that is in South Africa to understand how the delivery system will be working. But my assurance to you is that this company is 100% perfect. They have done deliveries for us since inception when we opened in South Africa. They understand our culture. They understand our urgency in getting products. So products will be delivered to every corner of South Africa, as has been happening. It's just that we won't have that face. Bring back the face of the office by encouraging other people to join, doing more meetings. And when our business gets back, why not? An office can be open. It's just that we looked at the current situation and we're not working well on our bottom line. So everything I said, I think if there's any question, you can always text me, email me, and I will be able to respond to any query that you might have on South Africa. So Dale, it was not my day, but I would like to add one more thing. I don't know whether you have some Tanzanian team in here. Have they jumped on the call today?
I'm just looking. There was some earlier. I think they're off right now. Yeah.
No problem. But Dale, I know you're busy working on that beautiful office there, and also in Uganda. We will be through Kenya, be able to assist them get product within 24 hours. And like we did, we already have a rotational stock that you are able to deliver over, and we will be rotating that stock with the leaders, Theo and the other people who are on the ground. My last message, there are times when people say, hey, there's a new thing in the market. I've been hearing that for the last 25 years in network marketing. But I think before one jumps up across, they need to ask themselves, if you are not successful in one company, rarely would you be successful in another. There are people who think I'm going to shine in the other. So before one jumps to another, always ask yourself, who are the founders? Is it a company that is growing like MDC, which has grown by over 1,000% in the last 6 months? I was in another international company, actually 2 of them, and one of them has been around for 40 years and the other one 60 years. But the kind of turnover that we are making just within 6-7 years, it took them over 20 to 30 years to get to that kind of turnover. So the turnover goes on a pro rata basis with your commissions. So if you really want to take 30, 40 years, then you can jump to another, but don't jump so fast. Well, this company was opened up in Kenya in February 22nd. Dale was here. 1 week later, they announced about COVID. We stood the test of time. While many people thought that we were going to close down because of a lockdown, many other companies closed down. We didn't. We held on. What about now that things are looking like they are improving? We are only going to double. So let's stick together. Let's keep the main thing. And this is my message. 5 fingers. Number 1, inviting. That finger should be for inviting. Just ask yourself every day when you're leaving the house or when you're picking up the phone, how many people am I inviting to Mondays with Dale? How many people am I inviting to the Tuesday meeting? How many people am I inviting to a meeting? That finger. The next finger, I'm just about to finish, is just asking yourself, have I recommended our products to anybody? If you are not recommending the products, then you're in the wrong business, because it's not about selling. It's about, hey, your mom's not feeling well. Hey, you told me about the back. Recommend. If you just think about recommending, then you'll find that there are many people out there looking. Look for lookers. People are looking for solutions. And the other one is the money. If you find that your team is not making money within the first 30 days, something is not going right. Sometimes you're bringing in 10 people, you're losing 10 people. So it's important that when you start off the year, sit down with your team, Show them how to make the money. Have some tea with them. Let people have that 60-day plan whereby they will be thinking, this month I want to make my $100, my $200. Because in network marketing, I see a lot of attrition, a lot of people giving up just because we didn't keep the promise. That promise, we told them that there's money. And then they miss the money, they go back to their salary, they buy their next reorder. Next month, they buy their next reorder with their salary or with some borrowed money, they give up. So try and make sure they sit down, understand how the compensation plan works, because I know there are so many people out there who have been members, but you ask them about how to make the binary commission, they don't know. So guys, let's take time not only to take people to opportunity meetings, but sit down and tell them, let me show you how to make the money. 2 more fingers. The next finger here is about team. Not about you, about team. Think about the team. I had Dale talk about expanding to many countries. Yes, that's building a team. One of the best ways of building your team is communicating. Keep on communicating. And I like it. Well, when I wake up in the morning, I always find a team win and a Dale network, a message about the next thing. That's what keeps the glue. Teamwork is kept together by frequent communication about what's happening, what meetings are happening, a simple message going out. Keep that going. And the last finger is this. Success will only come to us if we work as one big universal team. And I know everybody, no matter where you come from, whether you went to school, whether you're a housewife, it's about the dream. We must keep this dream going for everybody in the world. And if we do that, guys, we are going to make sure that we are all proud of being part of MDC. Otherwise, thank you so much, everybody, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cyrus. Thank you so much. You know, you're so right about everything you said. We are one family, and what we really need to do is work together so that everybody succeeds. We leave nobody behind who's willing to do the work. And the work, I mean, I don't care what you guys are, what you do for a living, what any of you are doing for a living. There's work involved, and the work here is the simplest thing is just having a conversation, just inviting people to a meeting, and then letting them choose what they want to be, whether they want to be a customer, they want to be an affiliate, or if they say they're not interested, you thank them and you ask them if there's anybody they know who might be interested, okay? And you explain to them what you're looking for. If you do that, the business will continue to grow. As I said earlier, there's so many network marketing people out there right now that are good, qualified prospects for us that just are struggling in whatever company they're in. Many network marketing companies over the last 2 years have been killed, have gone bankrupt, have seen their, especially if they only had one type of product. Travel companies have gotten killed. I mean, it's just the fact that we are a company with many brands means that even though our travel company probably didn't do that well either during this period of time, we had other companies that carried us through. And when people start traveling again, guess what? That company will still be there. We can still build it. Okay. That's the beauty of having multiple brands and being able to do this. So having said all that, I want to thank you all for coming on. I want to thank you for listening to what we had to say. I hope you got something out of the training I did. If you have further questions, just reach out to me and I'll either answer them individually for you, or I'll answer them in a group, or I will, if I think it's something that's valuable for the whole group in general, I'll do just like I did today, and I'll do a Q&A type thing on it and answer some of the questions. So I hope you saw value in what we did. Remember that I love every one of you. I want every one of you to succeed. I wish you all the best of holidays, and let's carry this momentum that we are building into the new year, and let's change a lot of lives, and let's improve the future for everybody involved. So having said that, love you all. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday. Take care.